In today's video, I want to share some law of attraction success stories that show how the universe provides for us in very strange ways. Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the Baby Elephant community where we talk about the law of attraction, spirituality, self-development, how to be our happiest best selves, and so much more. So today is Monday, and if you are now used to the new schedule where I post every other day, that means every other Monday we get a Manifestation Monday where I relate to you guys law of attraction success stories, my own stories, my friends' stories, my family's, and stories from the community, which I usually get on the Facebook group, the Baby Elephant Facebook group. If you're not part of the Baby Elephant Facebook group, you can always join that. It's free to join. We have like almost 20,000 members there, and the link is down below. People are very active on there. People are helping each other to manifest, giving advice, sharing resources. It's just a really, really good little hub of spirituality and high vibrations. So you might be wondering where I am right now. This is going to be the first video I record here in Hawaii. I'm in Hawaii for the first time ever, in Maui. Aaron insisted that we come here on the way back from Japan, and I'm so happy that he did because this place is incredible. I'm recording a vlog, so you're going to be able to see all our adventures here, this beautiful Airbnb that we got, and just where we are right now. You're going to see my view. Actually, I'll show you my view right now. This is what I'm looking at as I record this. That's incredible. I'm really grateful. I'm really happy. And I'm taking all these vibes and I'm transmitting them to you. What I've been told is that Maui is the heart chakra of the world. So I'm hoping to create a new guided heart chakra meditation, kind of like the root chakra meditation that I made. If you haven't done that one yet, it's really good. I will link that below for you so you can check it out. I want to kind of tap into the energy here and transmit that through a meditation. So I'm hoping to do that. So in today's Manifestation Monday video, I want to share stories about how people asked for something from the universe and it provided in interesting and different and kind of strange ways. I think that a lot of us might have some experience with something like this happening where we set our intention and then we're looking for it to come in one way, but it comes in a different way completely. But the thing is, you have to be very open and very aware in order for it to come to you through other sources. So this is how I kind of visualize how the universe guides us to our manifestation when we're here and we want to be here, right? There are invisible doorways everywhere, all around us, okay? When we limit ourselves to thinking that we're only going to get what we want to manifest through one doorway, we see a physical doorway like the one I have right here, we're not letting the universe guide us through all these different doorways that could lead us to exactly what we wanted. So what we have to do is let go of that physical doorway, let go of that one doorway that we see that we think that that's the only way we can get what we want, and allow the universe to lead us through the correct doorway. What that means is there are literally limitless ways for you to receive what you ask for. You just have to be open to it and stop limiting yourself. The way we limit ourselves is by thinking, how am I going to get this? When am I going to get this? Why? Where? Who? Thinking in that way limits us immediately. Our higher self, you know, who we really are, knows all the countless ways that we can receive exactly what we want. But our third dimensional physical mind is very limited by reference experiences. It thinks, you know, I want to live an abundant life. How can I live an abundant life? I have to win the lottery. That's the only way I can have an abundant life, by winning the lottery. Whereas the universe and our higher self knows that there are limitless ways of receiving what we want. I hope that makes sense. And it might make a little bit more sense once I share these stories. So, last week I was in Japan and I really wanted to make a video every day or every other day while I was there. But I wasn't feeling inspired for the first few days. So I'm like 5 days in Japan and I still have not recorded a video, and I was just like, I need inspiration. I need inspiration. But I realize that when I push myself and when I'm like, I need inspiration, I have to be inspired right now, I usually just push away that inspiration and those ideas even further. So I decided to be easier on myself. I'm like, you know what? If inspiration comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The thing is, before I had this realization, I was looking for inspiration through books. So instead of enjoying what I was reading, I was just skimming through books looking for an idea. I was going through videos looking for an idea. I was very aware in my day-to-day life, in my day-to-day traveling in Japan, to see if an idea comes up, but I was almost focusing too much on the fact that an idea wasn't coming up. I was focusing on the lack of an idea. Therefore, I was attracting more of that lack. When I let that go, of course, the universe provided in the best way possible. So it didn't come from another YouTuber, a video that came up on my feed, or it didn't come up from scrolling Instagram. It didn't come up from any of my books. I have a lovely library of books that I often get inspiration from when I'm just reading for enjoyment. But I didn't get that this time. What happened was I had this little breakthrough. If you're on my email list, you might already know this story because I share my stories kind of like a diary in my email list. And if you want to receive those stories, you can sign up for the free newsletter below. The link is below. Just you get my heart chakra meditation and then daily emails from me, or almost daily emails. So what happened was I went through this sort of healing journey where I realized I always thought of myself as the hero. I'm not a victim. I don't like it when people play into the victim mentality, but I realized that I did have my own little victim story. And that victim story is that people always want something from me. That my friends, that people who are in my life are nice to me or come talk to me because they need something from me. That's a victim mentality. That's also just a story I was telling myself. And when you tell yourself this story, you perpetuate it, you reaffirm it, and that becomes your reality. So what I did is I realized I have to stop affirming this victim mentality, and I have to understand that people come to me because they value my advice, they value my wisdom, and they just want to talk to me. They want to, have me in their lives. And it's not because I give them anything. Maybe it is because I make them feel certain ways, but it's because of who I am as a person, not just because they need something from me. And especially when it comes to my friends and my family, thinking that way is just going to get me into this deeper and deeper victim hole. So anyways, I went through this little healing thing where I'm like, okay, people love me for me. It's not just about what I do for them. And then the next day, this was all in Japan, the next day, an old friend who used to be very, very close to me, we used to be like sisters, she reached out to me. And what she said was, can you please send me a video about self-love, a video of yours about self-love or like loving yourself again? And I had two things. I had several ways I could respond to this. I could have been like, oh, woe is me. See, she wants something from me again. She needs me. I could kind of tell that she kind of wanted me to ask like what's going on. So I could have gone into victim mentality and been like, see, everybody always wants something from me. Or I could be there for my good friend who needed me. I could step up for her. So I decided to do that. And I talked to her for a few minutes. That's all it really took. To bring her back to a place of self-love and to give her a program to do for herself. A game plan. A plan of attack to get back to a place of self-love. And do you know what that did? When I put myself to the side for a second and decided to not be the victim and to step up for my friend, it gave me inspiration. The second I was done with that, I created my most recent video on self-love, which will be out next week if you're watching this video when it was posted. It inspired a nearly 20-minute video that was completely channeled. It was all about love, unconditional love of self. And if I hadn't talked to my friend, if I had just uncompassionately sent her one of my videos on self-love, one of my older videos, and I hadn't stepped up and been there for her, I wouldn't have received that inspiration. And just like that, I got the inspiration for the video, and I started to get inspiration for other videos as well. I was able to make 3 videos in that day because of how inspired I was from my conversation with her. So sometimes the universe provides in the most magnificent ways. I want to share a couple of stories from the Baby Elephant Facebook group. I actually received like 80 stories, but I have to pick and choose so that these videos aren't 30 minutes long. So this is a very short one. It's short and to the point, but it kind of shows what the theme of this video is very simply, very plainly, and very thoroughly. So there's one Baby Elephant, her name is Georgia. She wrote that she asked for the universe for more money to come to her for about a week. So she's been asking for a week for more money. Now, like I was saying in the example, sometimes we think, oh, I'm not gonna get more money unless I win the lottery or somebody just decides to give me the money. But the universe will provide in several different ways. Georgia just got a second job and now she's getting more money. So it happens in that way. You set your intention. If you stop attaching yourself to how you're going to get it, you're going to be able to receive it from all these different avenues. And it didn't have to come as a second job. It could come from so many other ways. It could come from a new idea, a new opportunity. Just so many different doorways are out there for us. We don't have the capability of comprehending all the different ways in which we can receive what we desire. Then there's this other story from Victor Lexter, another baby elephant. I like this story because it goes to show you that even when you're thinking like, there's possibly no way for this to happen. How could it possibly happen in this reality? Things still seem to happen. So I'm just gonna read this to you. So in high school, I was mostly the top student for my exams and subjects. In my first year, I had chicken pox and I couldn't go to school to do my final examinations for 2 weeks. I felt disappointed and frustrated. It felt like all my hard work from studying all went down the drain. During my time at home, I just asked the universe if it could help me maintain my class position and my grades. I thought it wouldn't really make sense. How can someone who didn't take any of their exams still be the top student? But I still trusted the universe despite the odds. Very important to have that faith. Fast forward 2 weeks after my chickenpox were almost gone, I received my results and realized I was the second top student. Honestly, it didn't really seem fair to my other classmates, but my teachers said that my previous tests and assignment grades were pretty good, and they used my grades to judge how well I would perform for my exams. Vector had no idea that this would happen. This was a few years before I knew about the law of attraction. My advice would be never lose hope because miracles happen every single day. Also have trust in the universe and stay in a high vibe. Usually by listening to K-pop to stay in a high vibe. I feel you, babe. And I would love to have a shout out. So shout out to Victor Lexter. I think that's good for today. I hope you guys enjoyed these Manifestation Monday success stories. I know you guys love Manifestation Monday, but if you haven't watched my videos where I've explained why I'm doing it every other Monday, it's basically because I feel like I've been putting myself into this box where there's so much new things, so many new things I want to teach you, so much new content I want to put out, but I had to stick to this schedule where it's like Mondays Manifestation Monday, Fridays Q&As, Wednesdays something new, and I have more than that I want to put out. So now I do a video every other day. So I'm giving you a lot more content, but you have to be aware also that I'm posting now on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So come back every day, check every day, there's always a new video up. I realize that it's a new schedule and you guys have to get used to it, but come back and check because I put a lot of love and a lot of work into these videos, and it means a lot to me when you guys are watching them and giving a thumbs up and commenting. And on that note, remember, it's Monday, so we have to flood the comments with good stories, Manifestation Monday success stories. Tell me something good. Did something good happen to you this weekend, this past week? I love the birds here. Tell me something good so that somebody scrolling through the comments, myself included, could have their vibrations raised while watching this video. That's it for me today. I love you guys. I gotta go enjoy Maui now. Until next time, as always, keep your vibrations way, way, way up. Bye!